Hey,
Hi,
Carolina and
guys.
How are you
Carlos-Manuel,
guys?
Hi.
thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
thank you guys.
you.
We're coming out of the gates pretty hot here with our first question. One of the show's central themes or tensions is whether peace is worth the loss of choice. And we know where both of your characters kind of stand in this world, but personally, do you sympathize more with embracing the joined or resisting it?
I know it's such a complex question. It's so, you can't answer one way or the other. I feel for me, of course, it's like individuality is so important. The idea of, never being surprised or never experiencing new art for the first time and having that moment of going on the journey of just being in awe of a new painting or a new play or going to a live concert or not to have that experience. It'd be really hard to give that up.
Laughing.
Free thought,
Comedy.
comedy,
Oh my
free
God.
thoughts, that would be really hard. But with all that said, then you have this incredible world where there's no prejudice and peace, and we care about the planet and we live and communally to really preserve energy, and we care about all these things. We kind of nice to have that, and we have respect and tolerance and unconditional love for each other. That's pretty incredible, especially in the times that we live in today, where that we're just so divided.
For me, it's depends on the day you ask me. One
Great
day,
answer.
one day I would say, yes, absolutely, I stand with Manousos, and I would like the world back as it was. Especially, definitely, I think for me it presents an ambivalence between, or a question: can you have wisdom and innocence at the same time? I don't think you can. And if I could choose one, I would stay with innocence. I don't think, I mean, these people, the others are very wise, but innocence is lost. Like, for
But
instance,
is it though? That's the
I mean,
conversation we always have.
the child knows how to give birth,
But they have
labor,
it.
to
Well,
assist labor.
yes, but they see.
So,
This is what we did all the time.
yeah,
On
Right. This is
set, I
what
was
we
like,
do all the time.
wait a
This is what we're
second,
doing. Yeah.
wait a
I mean,
second.
if you know everything, you are wise. But
Yeah,
it's
but
what
what
you
if
were
there's like, it
talking about.
depends
No
what age.
surprise. There's
There's
no.
no surprise, but maybe there's innocence is there until a certain age because they're still developing, and by the time that
What do you what? No, no. Nice try, baby. Nice try. No. So, but then if you ask me the next day, I'll say, well, what about the other species in the planet? If you
Yeah.
ask the other species in the planet, they would probably say, the joining, please. Stop
Yeah.
hunting us.
yeah,
Stop eating us. Stop just straining the land. Just stop all that. So depends on the day, but definitely both sides have an argument to put, you know?
a very good argument. Yeah.
We very much feel the same way, and I think it's one of those things where we're having those same conversations episode to episode. And the word that
Yes,
you
thank
brought
you.
up, Carlos-Manuel, that ambivalence, right? That ambivalence is something that Vince
Bro.
Gilligan is so good at incorporating into his stories and his characters. As we do have to wrap soon, but I wanted to ask, without spoiling anything, of course, but when people finish this season, for both of you, what question do you hope that they're still debating with themselves? I mean, again, we just brought up that this series brings up so many emotions and questions and moral questions. Is there something specific that you hope audiences will take away after the season has wrapped?
I don't know if what they would take for my character. I would say, I think go on this journey of I think being like, why were we wrong the whole time or were we right the whole time? I think it's that question of like, where
For me, I'm not sure I'm thinking of a specific question. I would like people to be restless when they finish the season, and just hopefully people to jump into action to better their world, to think, to reflect on their existence, and just move towards a way of having a better one.
I love that. Well, listen, both of you are
great.
so excellent in this show. Those are
Damn
great
it.
answers. Those are great answers. Thank you
Damn
so
it,
much for
Vesga, you
taking the
did it
time.
again.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
guys.
much.